Stock simplified, profits multiplied. I'm legally bound to say that. So this is the truth about the Meta Materials and Facebook situation. Not that the previous videos were not the truth. I just felt that they were too speculative. I had some time to really think and ponder about the situation. I watched some more videos regarding this Facebook change of name. They rebranded themselves. So basically, Facebook, as a social media entity, did not change their name. It's the parent company, Facebook Incorporated, changed their name. So it's like Procter and Gamble changing their name, but not changing the name of the companies that it owns or the products that they own. So essentially, uh, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, those three social media giants uh, or entities that are owned by parent company Facebook Incorporated are now owned by Meta. So Meta will be the all-encompassing kind of think of the umbrella or Monsanto. It's this big conglomerate ruling over those, but they're not changing Facebook. So I seem to have the wrong impression that they're going to change, Facebook.com to meta.com. No, that's not what's happening here. It's simply the parent company changing their name. But I wanted to take a closer look at these two images because despite it not being an explicit buyout, and we don't know that for sure, we still have to wait and see if there's a press release regarding that. But the fact remains that AWE Night, which is hosted again by Meta Materials, I believe that they're the ones hosting it. You have really big players here, including Facebook Reality Labs. So this is the subsidiary of Facebook that is really going to be part of that AR, XR movement, possibly even VR as well. And this is the potential link between Facebook and Meta Materials Incorporated is Facebook Reality Labs. It has been reported that Facebook invested over $10 billion into their Facebook Reality Labs. It's a significant amount as well to push the development of AR, XR, and VR as well, I believe. But XR and AR are part of that to really spearhead that and make that more mainstream. Also of note, you'll notice Microsoft is also there. HoloLens will be at the AR eyewear engineering challenges. So it doesn't seem to be that Meta Materials is hosting this, but they are a big part of this presentation of AWE Night. So you have Stanford University, you've got, I can't really read that right there. I think it's Take 5 or Tilt 5. Facebook Reality Labs, Microsoft takes the fourth top billing, and then the last five, Jack Mills, Meta Materials is number 6. The information, I don't know what that is, then something international, I can barely make that out. So initially I was really hyped. Not that I'm not hyped anymore, but I've had time to really temper my expectations. So we can see here this other image talking about Covestro participating at the AWE Night. Oh, okay, it is hosted by Meta Materials. Never mind. So I stand corrected. It is hosted by Meta Materials. So it's like you're inviting people to a party and who shows up? But Facebook, Microsoft, Stanford University, Tilt 5, and others. So this is going to be pretty big because remember, Meta Materials is actually hosting this event. Yeah, I'm just doing this video off the cuff. So I think that's the really big link that we have here is the Facebook Reality Lab. So if there is a deal in place that has not been made public, it is most likely between not Facebook as a whole, but Facebook Reality Labs more specifically, and Meta Materials. So possibly outsourcing or hiring Metamaterials as a company to produce some of the components for Facebook Reality Labs AR lenses, perhaps, or their XR lenses, or some of the technology that Metamaterials is responsible for. And we could possibly even see a deal with Microsoft as well. I didn't consider that until now. You have two possible deals. Maybe one becomes reality. Maybe it's just Facebook. Maybe it's only Microsoft, or maybe it's both. Holy smoke! If it's both, Metamaterials is going to go through the roof, like in the triple digits, really quick. So I was bullish regarding Metamaterials, and I'm super bullish now. I was going to do a video again, the top 10 reasons why this stock is going to explode. And it's probably one of the best stocks up there with Meta, or I should say GameStop, GME, and AMC. I probably will do that before my things change for me here. But let me just gather my thoughts and give you a concluding statement here. Okay, so I gathered my thoughts regarding this, and basically it's this Facebook. We know them as one of the biggest social media giants, if not the biggest. Microsoft, in their own way, are one of the biggest tech giants in the planet. So Metamaterials is essentially standing on shoulders of giants. They're in very good company. Both of these company stocks, Facebook and Microsoft respectively, are gargantuan. They're just massive Titanics of the stock market. So the fact that Metamaterials is mentioned among these companies bodes very well for the stock. It's showing just how much potential this company has. It isn't just, a pipe dream and me just throwing potential situations out. We have many confirmed deals by Wired, and actually confirmed deals with Boeing and so on that I keep talking about. These I fact checked them all, and these things are real. So that's one of my concluding thoughts regarding this. I don't think we can rule out the possibility of a buyout. And a potential scenario I just thought about was what'll happen to George if, let's say, Facebook buys out Metamaterials. Well, I don't see George leaving. I see him still involved in a capacity similar to the CEO, now CTO of Nanotech. That person is still very much involved in his company. He's just working under the bigger umbrella of Metamaterials as like a parent company now, since they are owned by Metamaterials. So I see that Meta will still function as Metamaterials. It'll just simply be owned by Facebook, or now Meta, which kind of makes sense. Meta Materials owned by Meta. It's kind of hand in glove. It just fits perfectly. So that's all I have to say about this. This is the truth, at least maybe closer to the truth, possibly, regarding the situation with Metamaterials and Facebook, or I should say Meta, formerly known as Facebook. Not that the two previous videos were lies, but I just felt they were stretching a little too much and were widely speculative, kind of just grasping at all different sorts of possibilities, which you do have to take with a grain of salt, because until we actually read and hear about official PR coming straight from the horse's mouth, meaning Metamaterials PR and Facebook PR, talking about a officially signed and done deal, contract or buyout, what have you. Anything I can say is really just, it's a big question mark until it's confirmed. So that's all I have to say regarding the situation. This is, I believe, is closer to the truth regarding, again, Facebook Reality Labs is probably the link that will probably end up happening with Metamaterials and Facebook, is through that specific division. And then Microsoft possibly linked with Metamaterials as well. through their HoloLens. It says, I think that's Microsoft HoloLens, it says there. So I'm going to make the title of this video, The Truth About Meta Materials, Facebook, and potentially Microsoft now, because I didn't even consider that possibility, but that is a possibility. I don't think Microsoft is just going to let Facebook take, all of the pie, but they want to divide that pie kind of equally among themselves. They might even become competitors or collaborators, but we'll see. So thank you very much for all your support, everybody. Have a good night, and I hope this video finds you well. May God bless you all, and may God bless your investments.